Hey, Kamani and Leslie and anybody else who's having trouble getting in the meetings today. Just want to show you what we're doing in reading today. For starters, I'm going to be reading aloud chapter 13, and these questions are on activity sheet 21.1, which is page 48 and page 49. So 21.1 is 2 pages, and it's just questions as a guide to help you reflect on what you read. Okay, so Leslie and Kamani, you guys have probably figured out this book is a tough read. It's not really easy. Just do the best you can if you can't get in with me of reading the chapter 13 and answering these questions just as a guide. This isn't anything that you need to turn in. It's just something to help you focus and get meaning out of the text, okay? Just pay attention to those questions as you read. Again, as always, probably a good idea to read the questions first before you even start the reading. All right, so read through chapter 13. All right, and these questions are going to help you gain understanding from that chapter. Then we should have been working on this writing project. I showed you this earlier. You should have had this filled out by now, your story organizer for your historical fiction story. Remember, this is taking place in the Arabian Desert in the year 560, 10 years before Muhammad was born. And so you should have this complete already. So what you should be ready to do is to go to page 21.4 and now write your story. All right? And you got space to write your story on page 53 and on page 54. All right? That's page 54. So it's 21.4, writing your story on both those pages. And I will say, if you think your story is going to go longer than these 2 pages, then you might want to just write it in your notebook. Remember, we ran into that trouble before where we're looking all through the book for our writing. So if you don't think you have enough space in here, you can definitely write it in your notebook. All right? That would be fine with me. So let's take a look. We're reading chapter 13. Hold on. Wrong page. We're reading chapter 13 and answering the questions on 21.1, which is 2 pages, right? Activities page 21.1 is actually 2 pages, 6 questions to answer. And then use your story map, which you should already have done. If you don't have it done, you should finish it. All right? And then you should go to 21.4 and write your story. Okay? That's what you're working on. And if you need to go back and look at this video again, I'll have it available for you to look at, okay? So that you can review, all these important parts of fiction, all right? Setting, protagonist, for the protagonist want, the obstacles, and the resolution. I'll put that video up for you if you need to look at it again as a review, all right? So that's what you got to do in reading, Kamani and Leslie, and anyone else who can't get in the meeting, so let's go ahead and get on it. Your story. I'm going to put a spot in Seesaw for you to hand in that story, so I'm going to be looking for that. Again, Kamani and Leslie, even if you can't get in these meetings, I expect you to get the work done, all right? So let's get to work.